The sun rises over Pag-asa Island, painting the clouds orange and gold. From afar, it's a quiet patch of green and sand in the South China Sea. But as light grows, life stirs. Radios crackle, fishermen ready boats, and children's laughter fills the air. Pag-asa is the Philippines' boldest outpost in the Spratly Islands, a front line in a global contest. Here, every day matters, not just for the islanders, but for their nation. Today, as always, the story of Pag-asa begins anew. On Pag-asa, mornings start early. Soldiers patrol the perimeter, boots crunching on sandy ground. Their eyes scan the horizon, searching for unfamiliar ships or sudden changes in the wind. They carry their weapons with discipline, but also with the weariness of routine. Fishermen push their wooden boats into the shallow waters. They check their nets, load supplies, and glance nervously at the open sea. Some days, foreign vessels cruise nearby, their gray shapes a silent threat. The fishermen know the risks, but the sea is their livelihood. Children's voices echo through the settlement. They chase each other between houses, laughing, but always under the watchful eyes of parents and teachers. School starts early here, and lessons often include warnings. What to do if strangers approach, or if there is an alert from the Coast Guard. Families gather for breakfast, sharing news and plans. There is a sense of community, but also a readiness to respond. Here, every day is shaped by the knowledge that Pag-asa stands on contested ground. Vigilance is not just a habit, it is a way of life. Pag-asa Island has transformed in recent years. Once just sand, trees, and wooden huts, it now has new buildings, paved roads, and modern amenities. The government built sturdy homes, a school, and a health center. Electricity from solar panels and generators powers the island. Clean water comes from tanks and filtration systems. Satellite links let residents call home and access the internet, making life less isolated. These changes show the Philippines is here to stay. For Pag-asa's people, every new light is a sign of hope. Pag-asa is not just a village. It is a strategic prize in the South China Sea. The island sits near vital shipping lanes, routes that carry trillions of dollars worth of trade each year. Whoever controls Pag-asa controls access to these sea routes, and with it, a share of global commerce. The surrounding waters are rich in fish, oil, and gas. For the Philippines, Pag-asa is a gateway to natural resources that could fuel the nation's economy. For its neighbors, the island is a foothold in a contested region, a point from which to project power and influence. Militarily, Pag-asa offers a base for surveillance and defense. Radar systems monitor distant movements. Patrol boats and aircraft operate from the island, keeping watch over the Spratlys. The presence of even a small garrison signals determination, a clear claim in a crowded sea. For the Philippines, holding Pag-asa means more than territory. It is about sovereignty, security, and survival. The island's fate could shape the future of Asia, making it one of the most important and dangerous places in the region. Pag-asa's small size hides a big problem. Many countries claim it as their own. The Philippines calls it Kalayaan, considering it part of its Palawan province. Filipinos see their claim as rooted in history, geography, and law. They have settled the island, built structures, and flown their flag for decades. Meanwhile, China claims almost the entire South China Sea, including Pag-asa. It bases its claim on old maps and the so-called 9-dash line. For Beijing, control of the sea is part of its rise as a great power. Chinese ships often patrol near the island, reminding everyone of their presence. Vietnam also claims Pag-asa, citing old imperial records and its own history in the Spratlys. Taiwan's claim mirrors China's, while Malaysia claims nearby reefs, citing proximity. Each country backs its claim with legal arguments, historical documents, and, when possible, a physical presence. This web of claims has turned the South China Sea into a diplomatic and military hotspot. Pag-asa stands at the center of this struggle, a piece of land with, honestly, global consequences. Tension is a constant companion on Pag-asa. Foreign Coast Guard and Navy ships often appear on the horizon. Sometimes they come closer, shadowing Filipino boats or broadcasting warnings over the radio. The message is clear: you are not alone, and you are being watched. Encounters can be tense. Filipino fishermen report being chased or blocked from their traditional fishing grounds. Military outposts stay on alert, ready to respond to any threat. Sometimes drones buzz overhead, gathering intelligence. The risks are real. A misunderstanding or accident could quickly turn into crisis. The presence of so many ships, each with orders from different capitals, makes the waters crowded and unpredictable. International observers watch closely, hoping that cool heads will prevail. For the people of Pag-asa, these encounters are part of daily life. Every trip to sea, every patrol, carries a hint of danger. Yet they carry on, determined to show that the island is not just a claim on a map, but a living community. In 2016, the Philippines won a historic case at The Hague. The International Court ruled that China's 9-dash line had no legal basis. The decision confirmed the Philippines' rights over its exclusive economic zone, including the waters around Pag-asa. For many Filipinos, the ruling was a moment of pride. It seemed to promise peace and order in the South China Sea. But reality has been more complicated. China rejected the ruling, continuing its patrols and building artificial islands nearby. Other countries welcomed the decision, but did little to enforce it. The ruling changed the legal landscape, but not the facts on the water. Filipino soldiers and fishermen still face daily challenges from stronger neighbors. The struggle for Pag-asa goes on, fought not just in courts, but on the waves. The Hague ruling is a symbol, a reminder that laws exist, even in disputed seas. But it is also a lesson in power. Rights are important, but so is the ability to defend them. Despite tension and uncertainty, life on Pag-asa endures. Children walk to school carrying books and hopes for the future. Teachers hold classes on science, math, and the meaning of courage. Families tend small gardens, growing vegetables in sandy soil. Fishermen return with their catch, sharing stories and meals with neighbors. Soldiers organize sports games, concerts, and movie nights to lift spirits. The health center offers care for everyday ailments and comfort in hard times. Small routines matter. They remind everyone that this is not just a military outpost, but a real community. Birthdays are celebrated, new babies are welcomed, and prayers are said for those at sea. Through storms and standoffs, the people of Pag-asa show remarkable resilience. They adapt, endure, and hope. Their presence is the strongest statement of all. This island is alive and it is home. Pag-asa means hope in Filipino. The name captures what the island stands for, a symbol of national pride and determination. For the Philippines, Pag-asa is more than a place. It is a statement: we will not be pushed aside. To the world, Pag-asa is a front line in a larger contest. It shows how a small community can stand firm despite pressure from powerful neighbors. The island inspires debates in parliament, songs in schools, and prayers in churches across the country. Pag-asa's story is not just about conflict. It is about courage, unity, and the power of hope. It reminds the Philippines and the world that even in the most contested places, life can flourish, and that hope, once planted, cannot easily be uprooted. As the sun sets on the island, the flag still flies. The people of Pag-asa prepare for another night, ready to face whatever comes, holding on to their home and their future.